I am Kelsey and I'm 17.
My name is Jackson Pryor and I'm 15 years old.
Okay, awesome.
Say it like you're dead inside, Jackson. Say it like you're dead inside.
No. Say it with expression and normality.
I'm Sydney and I'm 12. I'm Elisa and I'm 10. My name is Kyra and my age is 8.
Can you please tell us about how you have seen Dad and I work together as a team over the years? Or not work together as a team?
Okay. Well, one way that Mom and Dad's abilities are opposite, but they actually really complement each other, is Dad's ability to think big picture and plan big picture stuff. He wants to do this trip or this teaching or with these group of people or whatever, and he makes some part of it happen, and then Mom's like, Mom can pack the suitcases, or she can make the meal, or plan the little who's gonna be there when kind of a thing. And so that's one way that they work together, that's using our family to do something. But inside of our family, they both have a vision for how they want the family to act in the home, and not just act, but what they want the culture of our home to be like when it comes to meals or a rhythm or working together. They're both able to say, this is how either one of them will know what they want done and the other person will know how to get it done, or the other way around. So if Mom's I have all of these things that need to be done around the house, but people aren't doing them well, then Dad comes up with a system of, okay, this is our excellence board, and if Mom sees that you've done something with excellence, you get a tally, and if you get 5 tallies, then you get this prize or whatever. And then that way it makes excellence a habit in our house, and then from then on, we don't get prizes for after a certain amount of time, but the way that things are implemented, they very much have to work as a team in order to get something done or get something started.
I think seeing you guys be a team is probably when you listen to him and he leads, and you can manage the household and he can manage work, and it's the two parts of the household that need to function, and they both function in perfect harmony because it's the way it's supposed to be. And you guys don't normally get in arguments, and you're not very clingy to your opinions either. I mean, some opinions you are. I think that's probably the biggest source of where I see you not really functioning as a team. It's little things like the Earth was created 6,000 years ago, well, things like that. So.
Well, sometimes when we're fighting and you need to help us resolve something, then and it's night and you're really tired, then you're Jared, can you take care of this?
Okay. Can you think of another time?
Well, that basically happens. It's always at night.
Always at night. Okay.
So
I like how you guys talk together whenever you have problems, and you helped each other solve it. And you didn't really keep your problems to yourselves. You were open with it. Well, you worked together planning the week and planning meals and helping us not fight.
How do you think a family would benefit from having parents who work together as a team?
Well, I feel like if people don't work together as a team and they like run around doing their own thing and without leading, everyone else gets caught up in that confusion, because if they're leading as a team, they have to have structure, because you can't lead a sled with dogs that all go in different directions. They have to have like a schedule, they have to be trained, they have to know what they're doing and where they're going. So it's kind of like with a parent team, it's like they both know what they're doing, they both know what they're supposed to be doing, and they constantly make sure that they're doing that, and they improve their lifestyles to make sure it fits that, and then they go to their children, and their children benefit from that structure and order, and all of a sudden the house is always clean, and the people are nice to each other, and there's good relationships. And
Can you explain more what it looks like for a family that maybe there's a family that doesn't understand what do you mean team? How does a husband and wife work together as a team?
Well, like, what would I say?
Could you describe?
Okay, well, it's better if the spouses work together, because that would affect their children if they did or didn't. And it would affect their relationship. And if you wreck that relationship, then, like, it might feel good to yourself, like, oh, okay, that's done. But in your hearts, you really feel like you have a hole in your heart, and you also left a hole in your children's hearts. So I feel like if you worked as a team, it would strengthen your relationship and help your family stay together. And working as a team, like how you would do that would probably be like I said, don't keep your problems to yourself. And like I see you guys do this a lot. You go to meetings together. Like if Dad has an epiphany meeting, you go with him. And like if you have interactions together, like always go on dates, and I've seen my parents do that a lot. And if you also work as a team to build into your children and like dedicate a lot of your time to doing that, I feel like that would strengthen the spouse's relationship as well, like really well, if you go through that together to train your children. And it also might cause some difficulties if you think that your child should be raised this way and the other things this way. And so if you have conflicts, though, that would strengthen your relationship, and you learn more about that person, like, oh, they want that instead of what I want. And I think that would really affect the children as well and make for a better family, not just a better husband and wife relationship.
How do you think it benefits our family for mom and dad to work together as a team?
There's less shouting, and everything's organized and not chaotic.
How does it make you feel as a kid to know that your parents are working together as a team?
It makes me feel more connected to know that my parents are working together as a team. When I know there's a reason behind it, and I know that there's a vision behind it, and it's not just this is just how it is. It's more like this is how the reason we want our family to do this, or the reason is because mom and dad are working together, and they have like it makes it feel more unified and more of like something to be a part of, instead of just this is how I'm living until I turn 18 and then I can move out or whatever. It's like I'm always gonna be a part of something, whether I live here or not, because my parents are working together, and they have built these things into us and taught us these things over my whole life right now, and that's just gonna keep being a part of me.
How do you think the kingdom might be impacted by parents that are trying to work together to raise their children?
for one, it's like first there's example, you know, where it's you have an example of a good family, and you can show that example to every or just a lot of other people in the kingdom, a lot of other families specifically in the kingdom. So there's example. There's also if you have a family that functions very well. We've been able to go out of the country and we've been able to meet people under peculiar circumstances, or you know, invite people and host them without having to, you know, like last minute hosting, without having to, you know, clean everything up and tell the kids who like what's happening and like get everything in order, act on your best behavior. It's like, no, you can just act normally. You can invite them into your home, and it's, you know, so if God has someone that needs a quick place to stay or needs you to leave quickly, you know, it's not like this massive frenzy that no one knows what's going on, and it's like a big deal, you know. It's like it remains flexible but solitary, you know.